Hi, Fer, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay, thank you. Okay, so what do you think about what we saw last week? Is it okay? How do you
Yes,
feel? Do you feel
it's
comfortable?
fine.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
easy.
Okay. Did you have time to practice a little bit with all the exercise that I gave you?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. I will always give you a lot of materials. Okay, it's important that when you have some time, you just make sure to make some exercise so you can practice. You don't forget, and if you have any question, we can always check it out during the next class. Okay, so it's important for you to practice a little bit at home. And so we know if there is a problem. Don't be shy. Teacher, I was making this exercise and I don't know, I didn't get it. When I was in class, it seems clear to me, but when I started this exercise, it was like pretty difficult or something like that. Okay, so we can check it. We can check the exercise and see what's going on, and if there is any problem, any question, I can explain it again. Okay, so it's very important that you spend time at home as well, not just during the class, but at home to see if everything is okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So today we are going to see a very tough program again, very heavy program. So we'll see what's going on, and we'll see if the others have any question. So I saw somebody that was joining and then just disappeared. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, again. Admit. Diego. Hi, Diego. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing good, and you?
I'm okay, thank you. So, what have you had time to make some of the exercise that I gave you about what we saw last week?
Yes, I did it after the class, but
Okay.
well, that day I don't remember too much the exercise now, but I know that I did it after the class.
But okay, you didn't have any problem. Everything was okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Don't.
Thanks.
Okay. If you have any problem, any trouble with some exercise, or that you don't feel really confident about some matter that we have seen, always make sure that to tell me. Okay, so if we can check it again, or just make sure that everything is okay, we will. Okay, so don't be shy, and if there is anything that I can do to help you, it will be my pleasure. Okay. Sam, what's up, Sam? Everything all right?
Hi, yeah,
Hi.
everything all right, and you?
Okay, good, thank you. So Sam, what about you? Did you have time to make some of the exercise that I gave you last week? Sam?
Sorry, in my house is raining a lot, and
Okay, so the communication
yeah,
kind of
I can hear
difficult.
very well. But
Okay,
Yeah, I can do some.
You did some?
Yeah,
You did
and
some of them
I.
and it was all right? You don't have any
Yeah,
question?
right. No, I don't have
Oh,
one. Thank you.
okay. No, you're welcome. Make sure that if you have any question, any trouble with some exercise, that you share it with me, okay? So I can help you. Felix, what's up, Felix? Everything all right?
Hi, Paul. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm okay, thank you. Thank you for asking. What about the materials that we've seen last week? Everything all right?
Yeah,
Felix? Yeah? You don't
Yeah,
have any
okay.
question? Sure?
not now.
Okay. Okay, because today we are going to see other heavy materials. So I just wanted to make sure, and if everybody is okay, then we go to a new matters and new exercise, new topics. But it's going to be kind of heavy heavy matters. Okay, so I hope everything is going to be all right. I will try my best to explain to you everything as clearly as possible, and we will practice, of course. So today we are going to see the third conditionals. Okay, the third conditionals, it's the last conditional, and normally we have already seen 3 other conditional before. Okay, so now we are going to see the fourth one, and the fourth one is called conditional number 3, because the first one is the 0, then the 1, the 2, and now the 3. So it makes 4. Okay, so it's the hardest conditional of all. Okay, but usually the conditional, it's pretty easy. Yeah? But when you start having like 4 different conditional and you have to mix everything together, here comes the tricky part. Okay, so we'll check that out today. And then we are going to talk about the past perfect. And the past perfect, it's a tense that we don't use that much, but it sounds very great. If you have some interview in English for a job and you start talking, you can put some past perfect sentence, past perfect simple or past perfect progressive. It's like, wow, okay, this guy, he knows his English. Okay, so it's pretty impressive. When we, it's not like that kind of tense that we use a lot every day, you know, but sometimes it's very useful. There is always another way to put it, but it would be like it won't sound that good that if you use a past perfect. So for the form, you will see that's nothing that complicated. Okay, but again, it's the use, always the most difficult. When should I use that? Why I don't use another tense that could maybe work? Okay, so it's always the use the more important, because English, it's a pretty easy language for the tenses. It's pretty easy. Usually the form is easy, but what is tricky is the use. When should I use that? When should I should use that one? Okay, so that's the tricky part. Okay, so if you have any question, again, we'll take our time. We'll try to see maybe the conditionals. We'll have a review on the 3 first conditional, then we'll see the 4th one, then we have some exercise mixing all of them, and then we can maybe have a little break. Okay, and then we'll see the past perfect simple and the past perfect progressive. Okay, so we have a lot of things to see ahead. Okay, so pay attention. It's not an easy course, an easy class, okay, but it's not impossible as well. I mean, it's going to be okay. So if you pay attention with the level that you have, it's going to be okay, but pay attention because it's not easy matter, okay? It's kind of a heavy matter, okay? Carolina, I haven't said hi. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Okay, I'm okay. Carolina, what about what we saw last week? Everything all right for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, did you have time to practice a little bit with all the exercise that I gave you?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, it's okay. Sometimes we don't have time. Make sure for the next class you check some exercise. I am not saying do all the exercise because there is a lot, but I think I gave you like some positive sentence, some negative sentence, some questions. So what is good? It's to open all the document that I gave you and just make 1, 2, or 3 of each document. Okay, if you see there is no problem and there are always the answer at the end. So if you see there is no problem, okay, pass to another. I'm not saying you have to make the 50 exercise about the positive sentences and then 50 other one about the negative. No, if you feel comfortable with you start with the number 5, then number 15, then number 25, for example. Okay, everything is okay. So I will skip to the negative and then to the question and then to the mixed form, and so it won't take you like 3 hours to make everything. Okay, but you will see if you feel confident, if everything is understood. Okay, and if not, always remind me the next class. Okay, teacher, sorry, but I was doing that exercise and it was kind of difficult, and I don't know, I kind of mixing everything up, and I would like to some advice or some explanation. Of course, I'm here to help you, but I have to be honest with me because I'm not here to give you bad grade if you say that you didn't have time to make an exercise or that you didn't understand like some exercise. It's better to tell me, okay? So I know that maybe I will go back to that matter so it's clear and we can go to another one, okay? Because I don't want you to think that I'm not, I'm just giving the course and then, no, it doesn't matter. No, it matters, okay? It's very important for me that we can advance with background that is pretty solid, okay? So we don't have to go back. It's better to go back when it's still fresh, not 2 years after, okay? So that was it. So I'm pretty happy to see that everybody is doing okay. Remember, if you have any suggestion, if any recommendation for me, of course, I'm always open to anything, okay? So so feel free to tell me if I can improve my classes. I do it with pleasure. Okay. So let's get started, class. Okay. Let's go with the conditionals. Okay. First, oh yeah, I have to. How do I do that? Sorry. I'm coming. Just give me a minute so I have to open the document. I forgot. Okay, to open the document first, and I have a lot of folders in my desktop. So let me try to find conditionals right here, theory right here. Okay. Come on, right? Perfect. So now I can share it with you guys. Okay. Can you see the document I'm sharing? Everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. So remember the three past conditional that we've seen before. Okay. We have the zero conditional. Okay. Usually it's when we talk about general truth. Usually that's some kind of tips. We can switch if. All the conditional usually we always use if, but in the zero conditional most of the time we'll use when, not if. Okay, so look right here, if you had 2 and 2 you get 4. We have a present in the condition and a present in the result. Okay, remember all the conditional, it's always the condition and then the result. Okay, think it that way. It will help you a lot to make it, to mix it in a better way. Okay, so what I was saying is the zero conditional, usually we won't use if. It works with if, but usually we will use when. Entonces, look right here. When you add 2 and 2, you get 4. So it will work that way with when. Okay, so it's another way to see, okay, that's a zero condition. Okay, because for example, for the first conditional, if it rains later, we will stay at home. When it rains later, it doesn't work. Okay, so it's a good way to see, okay, that's a zero conditional because I can switch if by when. Is it clear for everybody? Yes or no? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can.
Sorry.
Okay, question?
Well,
Sam?
I tell you, in my house,
Yeah, you have a lot of rain. So you want me to repeat?
Please.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so remember we have 4 kinds of conditional. The first one is called the zero conditional. We will have if. Here it's always the all the conditional function the same way. We have the condition when it happened this, we have this as a result. Okay, the fourth conditional that works in the same way. Okay. Oh, I think. Oh, yeah, we have some people that are disconnecting and coming back. So, okay. So anyway, I finished my, maybe I will have to repeat again. So it's very important that you understand how works all the conditional right now. Okay. That's why I'm making a review. Okay. So the first conditional, we call it the zero conditional. We will have a present simple in the condition and a present simple in the result. Okay, so it's the easiest one. When do we use it? When do we use the zero conditional? We use it when we are talking about a general truth or a general habits. Okay, so for example, a general truth, we know all mathematics, it's always a general truth. It won't never change, it will always be true. So if you add 2 and 2, you get 4. Okay, that's a general truth. Okay, so that's, and my tips, it's a good one. You can change the if with when. For example, when you add 2 and 2, you get 4. So it works if we change if by when. Okay, it doesn't change the sentence, it doesn't change the meaning, everything stayed just the same. So when you can change the if by when, automatically you know that you have here a zero conditional. Okay, so remember, a zero conditional, we can change. We're going to talk about a general truth. Here it's gonna be the present simple in the condition, and it's going to be present simple in the result. That's all you have to know. Okay, so now the second one, it's the first conditional, okay? We are going to use it, we are going to use it when we talk about possible or likely things to happen in the future, something that's probably will happen or that you expect to happen in the future. Okay, so for example, you see that there are a lot of clouds, dark clouds coming up. So you will say, if it rains later, we will stay at home. Okay, so in the condition, we are using if with, but why? Okay, it doesn't want to take it, I'm sorry. If with the present simple, and in the result, we will use the future simple, will with an infinitive. Okay, so if it rains present simple. If the condition is that we will have rain, if it rains, present simple. Okay, that's for the condition. The result, if it rains, the result is that we will stay, future simple, will more an infinitive, at home. Okay, so that's a conditional that we will use a lot. Okay, we are going to talk about something, a result. If there is that condition, the result is going to be that in the future. Okay, so then we have the second conditional. The second conditional, what is it? We are going to talk about impossible things in the present or unlikely things in the future. Okay, so most of the time we are going to talk about stuff that will never happen, but maybe if you are dreaming, or it will be nice to happen, even if you know that probably will never happen. Okay, for example, if I won the lottery, I will say around the world. I will say around the world. So if I won the lottery, it's what? It's not an impossible thing, but it's an unlikely things in the future. Okay, it's something that you were not expecting. There is very small probability that you will win the lottery. But if I won the lottery, so here we are going to use in the condition. In the condition, we are going to use the simple past. If I won, no win, won, simple past. Okay, so here in the result, so if I won the lottery, that's the condition. What will happen if this condition happen? I would say round the world. So here we are going to use the conditional. The conditional, how we the second conditional. Okay, so it's would more an infinitive. Would more infinitive. I would say work. I would spend. I would go. Okay, so would more infinity. Okay, so that's for the second conditional. The third kind of conditional that that we saw. And today, okay, we are going to see the third conditional. The third conditional, we are going to talk about things that didn't happen in the past and their imaginary result. So the condition will be stuff that we haven't done. We haven't done in the past. And the result will be the imaginary result that would have happened if we had done something in the past that we know that we haven't done. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit more tricky, but if you see, if you look at the how does it work, it's pretty easy. So in the condition, we have if, we always have if, and we have a past perfect that we are going to see afterwards. Okay, so the past perfect, we will use it a lot in the third conditional. Okay, so it's one of the main use we are going to have with the past perfect, and it's when we have a conditional. Okay, so and in the result, I will have would. Would is the it's for the conditional, and we will use would as we use will for the future. Okay, so we then have then a past participle. So remember, we are going to talk about something that we didn't do in the past, and the result that we could have if we had done it. Okay, so it's kind of tricky. If you have any question, remember, just stop me. Okay, I will try to explain it in another way. So always the best way to understand it is with example. Okay, so I like this infographic because it's pretty clear. It reminds you all the rules very quickly. So the example, if I had studied harder, what does it mean? It means that I didn't study that hard. I could have studied harder, but I didn't. Okay, and the result, if I had done it, I would have this result. but as I didn't do it, I don't have this result. Okay, so what's the result? I would have passed the exam. Okay, si hubiera, algo así en español, estudiado más, yo hubiera pasado el examen, pero como no he estudiado, yo lo fallé. Ok, algo así con mi español malo. Ok, so do you have any question, guys?
No, thank you.
No? Is it clear for everybody? Diego, what about you?
Yeah, with the explanation, I think I'm okay. When we see some example, maybe I will have some doubts.
Okay. Felix? No, Felix, sorry. Carolina?
Everything is clear. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Fair, I saw that you was connected. Need anything that you haven't heard that you want some more explanation before we go further with that subject?
I know the how do you say tema?
The subject, the mother, the
The
theme.
subject, yeah. I know the subject, so it's fine because but sorry, I have problem with the internet and the line.
Yeah. No. It's all right. It happens to all of us, right? When there is a lot of rain here, the connection, it's not really reliable. Okay, so no, don't you worry about that. It's okay. So 4 kind of conditional, they all works in the same way. Remember, we have the condition and then we have the result. Okay, so thinking that way, and it will help you if you understand what is the conditional. Always we have the condition and the result. We can always switch the result and the condition. For example, I can say in whatever conditional, I can switch up both. I can start with the result. I will say run the world, and then if I won the lottery and it works, it doesn't change the meaning, it doesn't change anything. The only thing that will change and that we will lost the comma. Okay, but you can always start with, usually we start with the condition and then a comma and then the result. But if you want to start with the result and then the condition, for all the conditional, for the 4th conditional, it will work okay. If we start with, you get 4. If you had 2 and 2, it works. It's a little bit sounds maybe a little, sorry, sounds a little bit strange, but it works. We will stay at home if it rains later. It works. I would have passed the exam if I had studied harder. It works. Okay, so always be aware that you can switch up the condition and the result without any problem. Okay, so let's see more specifics about the 3rd conditional, the last one that we are going to today. Okay, if everything is all right, for me that's the most important. To understand the 4th conditional, it's the main objective today. Okay, so but today we are going to see some specifics about the 3rd condition. So let's see about it. Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
It's not too small. Maybe you want me to zoom in a
I
little
think
bit?
it's okay.
It's okay. I did. So Third conditional. So we have seen that there are 4 kind of conditional. I won't repeat myself. There is no, if everything is okay for you. So let's see the third conditional. The third conditional sentences always refer to the past. Okay, something that the condition is always in the past, but remember, we speculate about the situation that happened or did not happen in the past. Usually, we won't have. No, we will have more like a situation that did not happen to the past. Usually, we are going to say, if I had, I don't know, if I had, I don't know, let's see here. Yeah, I didn't have any. Okay, she wouldn't have come if I hadn't invited her. Sorry. So here the condition: if I hadn't invited her. So if see something that we haven't done. So here in this case, we have we invited her, so she came at the end. But in the third condition, we are imagining situation that could have been different if we had acted differently. Okay, so it's always that kind of thinking. This would have been different if I had done that differently. Okay, so it will always be that kind of messages. For example, if I hadn't invited her, she wouldn't have come. Of course, if I didn't invite, if I don't invite a person, she won't come. That's pretty logic. Okay, but now we have done the opposite. So we are thinking back in the past. Oh, I was stupid to do that. If I had done differently, this shouldn't have happened. Okay, so it will always be that kind of thinking. So it's a little bit more tricky. Okay, if you have any question, you just stop me. Okay. Okay. If I had won $1 million, I would have started a business of my own. So the thing is, I didn't win anything, right? So we are imagining a different past at what will be the different situation right now, to say it like that. Okay. So other example: if he had met her, he would have told her. Unfortunately, he didn't meet her. So if he never met her, yeah, it's impossible for him to have told her anything because he never met her. Okay, so always the same kind of thought. Okay, so it's what is a little bit tricky with the third one. We are always thinking back in the past and imagining a different how to say that, a different future or a different situation if we had acted differently in the past, we would have a different situation right now, to say it like that. Okay. The last one: if we hadn't practiced, we wouldn't have won the match. Okay, but the truth, the situation, the real situation right now, it is that we practice and we won. Okay, so we use the past perfect in the if clauses, and the perfect infinitive have plus past participle in the main clause. Okay, so what they say, the if clause, I call it the condition. What they are calling the main clause, I call it the result, or the imaginary result for the third conditional. Okay, so everything is clear about that, guys?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, fine. So we can have some other forms. So here are some. Okay, it's good to know it, but just for the moment, stay focused on what we have seen before. Okay, the difference between the four kind of conditional. For each conditional, we can have some other forms using usually might, can, or stuff like that. Just we are going to read it, but it's good to know, but it's the main focus is to use the four different conditions. Okay, so don't you worry about it. Okay, apart from the basic form of the third conditional sentences, we can use other verb forms in English. Okay, so we didn't save any money. If we had saved some money, we might, okay, have bought the house. So here, what we are going to do, we can change would, would aqui, we can change it for might, and it we will still have the same meaning, okay, more or less. It will change a little bit, like about the intensity, like, let's say like that, okay, but the sentence will still be true, and will still make sense. Okay, so if we had saved some more money, we would have bought the house. Okay, so we would have bought the house. We are talking with more certainty. We might have bought the house. We are talking without any certainty, and we might have done that, but maybe not. Okay, so it's just the level of certainty in our speech that will have a different grade. Okay, but it's still true. It changed lightly the meaning, but it's still correct grammatical, to say it like that. Okay. So another example: she wasn't there, and I wasn't sitting next to her. But if she had been there, I would have been sitting next to her. Okay, so here we have the same in the result. We have the same would have been, but we have, as we have a longer action, we can have an action that will dure more time, so we can put not just how to say, past perfect, okay, but past perfect simple. But if we have an action that will have a longer duration, okay, we can put a past perfect continuous, okay, and it won't, it's, but to say it like that, it will still be correct, okay. So it depends on the verb you are going to use. You cannot using the past perfect progressive if with some verbs that are really short. For example, to stop. When you stop something, it's suddenly, okay. I saw, to see, it's something that is very suddenly. It's not something that have a long duration, okay. So I'm giving some example. I don't know if it's the best verbs. Or to wait, for example, to wait, it's a long duration. You can wait 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, or 30 minutes. It's a long duration. So, okay, I would have been waiting all day long. So it will, it can work in this kind of situation because it's an action that usually will have a longer duration. Okay, and last one. I was looking at the trees when I fell off the bike. Okay, so here, what? Okay, so we have the context here to help us understand the meaning. So I was looking at the tree when I fell off the bike. Okay, if I hadn't been looking at the trees, you can see that here we have a progressive tense because we have again a longer duration, so it can happen or in the condition or in the result. If we have a longer duration about the verb, we can put it not in the, but we can put it in the progressive form, to say it like that. I wouldn't have fallen off the bike. You can see that in the result, if we won't have any change, would have past participle. Okay, so here the only thing that's different, I had not been looking. Okay, so here we have a progressive tense because I was looking for a lot of time. Okay, we have a longer duration in the action, so we can put the verb in the progressive, so it will put more effect about the duration. When we use a progressive tense, it will usually it will give more importance, okay, about that the verb, that the action was long, okay, and it was a longer action, okay, so it will give more importance about the length of the action, okay. That's the only thing that will change. I have to say it like that, okay. So I don't know if you have any question, if it's clear more or less, but once again, that's not the main focus here. Those are some, to say it like that, some rules that it's good to know, but don't trouble yourself with that for the moment. What I want you guys, it's to be able to mix the fourth conditional easily and be comfortable with the fourth conditionals, okay. When we go, when you'll be like perfectly fluent and and we can start seeing that kind of stuff. But for the moment, it's not that important, at least for me. So you have my opinion. Okay. So any question, class? Carolina, Diego, Felix, Fernanda? Okay, everything is all right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Perfect. So now we are going to talk another stuff that is not that important, but it's always good to know, okay, for the future. The inverted conditionals. So I already talk about that. We can also make conditional sentences by changing the word order in the if clause. Okay. So, had he booked the hotel room, he wouldn't have slept at the camp. Okay. So here we are not going to use the if. Usually when we speak, generally we are going to use the if. It's the main use of the conditional. When we talk about conditional, we use always if or when for the zero conditional. But here there is another way that sounds a little bit no weirder, but it's something that we won't use in our daily life, to say it like that. It's correct, and it's maybe but it's not the way that people are going to use it in general. Okay, just a little bit to make some effect that maybe you are from the high society. Okay, it's like a kind of stuff like that that you I don't know how to say that. It's just to making some no, but don't forget about it. But let's see it. Okay, so we won't use if he had booked the hotel room, he wouldn't have slept at the camp. It means exactly the same, but we will change the order of if he had booked by had he booked the hotel room, he wouldn't have slept at the camp. It's something that we are going to see when you read novels in English. For example, it's more like a written English. That's maybe a better description of it. It's like a literary English. Okay, so it sounds a little bit like, yeah, if somebody speak like that, somebody that want to show you that he knows really good his English and is trying to impress the others, to say it like that. Even I'm talking about native here. I'm talking about native, or maybe a teacher that is really good in English. He will say that to another English teacher to see if he understands and to how he reacts. So it's something. It's very like something that you will see on the novels. It's on the literary aspect of the English. When you read some novels or stuff like that, you can see that. But it's not something that we use really in our daily life. I'm talking about the native. The native don't use it generally. Okay, so just to know, it's okay, it's correct, but okay, what they say here. This form is less common, quite formal, and is mostly used in writing. Okay, it's the same thing that I say. I haven't read that and that part, and yeah, it's pretty true what they say. So it's less common. It's less common. People won't use it generally. Okay, so it's not, it's more formal, but it's mostly used in writing. That's true. You can see that in novels, but not when you speak to a native. Okay, a native will, especially if you're not native, you won't start making this kind of sentence because it's not normal. It's not so, but it's good to know. Okay, so a last note before we end the explanation and we start with the exercises, guys. If is the most frequent expression in the if clauses, but other expressions are also possible. Okay. Even if, provided or provided that, on condition that, or at last, in case. So we can, to put it another way, we can change if by those 1, 2, 3, 4 other words. Okay, so we can change if by even if, the meaning will change a little bit. Es como cambiar si por ¿cómo se diría eso en español? Hasta que, no decir sí, pero hasta if, maybe algo parecido. Provided that, or provided, so on condition, or provided, or on condition, they are pretty similar in the meanings. Okay, in case and caso que. Okay, so those are being used sometimes. I'm not saying that you never see them, but when once again, when the people think speak generally, they will use if because it's easier and it's faster, and so it's good to know there are other way to put it, but usually you will see the if. Okay, but it's good to know that you can find some other kind of words. Okay, so let's see some example. I would have left even if he had not wanted to. So here we are going to, how to say that? To be a little bit more dramatic here, when even if it's a little bit I would have left de cualquier manera yo me habría ido hasta que él no hubiera querido o algo así. Es que mi español está muy mal cuando estoy con tiempo más complicado. Entonces es complicado para mí de traducir, pero es un, sí, no sé si entiende, hasta que entonces mete un poco más de un poco más dramático, para decirlo así. You could have had your birthday party provided that you had not been so naughty. Okay, you could have had your birthday party provided that you had not been so naughty. So how can I translate that in Spanish? Do you want to help me, guys? What will be the translation in Spanish? ¿Ah? No quiere ayudarme. No tiene idea.
What is naughty?
Naughty, okay. Naughty, two meanings, two different kind of meanings. Naughty, lo podemos traducir por necio, como que tiene un comportamiento necio, pero también más que todo, la mayor, aquí no, aquí en este caso no, pero alguien que es naughty es que es muy caliente de que quiere una otra persona o que es muy caliente y que es sucio, sucio, pero sucio con esa idea ¿cómo decir? Como de sexo o algo así, ¿verdad? Entonces, necio o sucio. Esa sería la idea de naughty. We use it a lot in English, but it's kind of a bad word.
Okay, so I understand that a father says that to her daughter.
Ajá.
Usted podría haber tenido su fiesta de cumpleaños si no hubiera sido tan traviesa, algo así.
Ajá, necia, ajá, que como se comportó mal, al final no pasó. No tenía su cumpleaños, su fiesta de cumpleaños porque se comportó. Entonces, naughty, I wouldn't use that in that context because naughty have a kind of a sexual connotation, to say it like that. But it's correct. It's completely correct. Okay, and your translation is perfect, Carolina. Thank you very much. I couldn't have said it better. So sometimes it's better that you guys help me out because my Spanish is so bad when we are talking about like other like more complex tenses, as I never studied Spanish, so so sorry. But you will see all the time, all those expressions, they always kind of have the same meaning that if it's just a little connotation that will change a little bit, but you can always replace it by if, and usually you will see if. Okay, so third one, we would have sold you bike on condition you had paid in cash. So here, on condition es sí, pero sí a la condición que. No solamente sí, pero a la condición que. Entonces, sí o a la condición que es bastante igual, pero a una connotación un poco más de exigencia, para decirlo así. Okay.
So those words always mean if in that kind of word, in that kind of sentences.
I didn't get your question. Sorry again.
Um, so those words on condition provided means if in that sentences.
Always be close. The meaning will always be close to if. It will change a little bit, as I said in the meaning. On condition, it's like we are going to be a little bit more exigent. Have more. It's the same that to say only if. Say it like that. Only if on condition. Okay, so it's something like that. In case, now we are going to see an example with in case. In case es en caso que. Entonces, let's take a look at the example. You should have taken a dictionary with you in case you had forgotten some word. Okay, so you should have taken a dictionary with you if you had forgotten some words. It works, it's almost the same, but en caso que o si igual es bastante parecido, es como es un poco mejor para ese ejemplo. Aquí es un poco mejor in case, but todavía sí va a utilizar sí, if funcionará bien. Okay. Nada más que a veces para algunas situación, oración, es un poco más bonito utilizar esas 4 expresiones porque cae mejor, es un poco más bonito, vas a escuchar un poco más de sentido utilizar, hay más sentido utilizar esas 4 expresiones, pero es muy poco veces que lo vas a ver, entonces otra vez no se preocupe con eso. And that's it for those are the end of the third conditional. What I want you guys to know again, pay attention, it's to be able to use the 4th different kind of conditionals, and I want you to be able to choose which conditional and which situation you have to choose. Okay, that's for me is the most important. Okay, so do you have any questions before we start some exercises? Oh, it's all good. Fair? Everything's all right?
Yes.
Okay. Felix, what about you?
Yeah, everything, it's okay.
Okay. Diego?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Very good. Very good. I have a quite a quiet class. You don't say much today. I don't hear you. So, no, but if everything is okay for you guys, it's the most important for me. Okay, so let me prepare some exercises so that we can practice together. Okay. Conditionals. Okay. First of all, oh yeah, sure. Let me share it right here, right now, right here, right now. Okay, so I want you to use the first or the second conditional here. Okay, so let's start with fair. Fair. My sister is ill. She won't go out. I want you to respond the following situation using the first or second conditional sentence. Okay, my sister is ill. She won't go out. If we have a conditional here because we have the if, la condición, aquí y el resultado aquí. Okay, so to keep the same meaning, what can you say? If my sister wasn't ill, she
Okay. What's what's the meaning of ill?
Ill, enfermo.
Sorry?
Enfermo, ill, enfermo.
Okay, she if my sister wasn't ill, she can going.
She is going out. No. Remember, when you are in the conditional, what it's important to see here, we have the if, the condition is here. In the condition, you have the simple past right here. Simple past. If you have the simple past in the condition, what tense are you going to have in the result? Here we are going to talk about, we are talking about the second conditional. Simple past in the condition. In the result, we are going to have no, fair?
No, sorry.
Okay, we are going to have would más el infinitivo. Estamos en el segundo, en el segundo condicional. Ok, entonces, si mi hermana estaba enferma, pasado sin, ella no, eso vale con el condicional. Ella no iría afuera, ella no saliera afuera, algo así. Si ella no estaba enferma, ella no, ella iría afuera, ¿no? Algo así. ¿No? Entonces, aquí lo que tiene que hacer en este tipo de ejercicio, Fer, es que si ve que aquí es, en la condición es pasado simple, aquí va a estar el condicional simple. Entonces, would más el infinitivo. Entonces, she would go out. If my sister wasn't ill, she would go out. But as she is ill, she cannot go out. She's ill, so she has to stay up in bed for the moment and get better, and then she can go out. For the moment, she cannot go out. Okay. Si ella no estaba enferma, podría ir afuera, para decirlo así. Fer, ¿qué me dice?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, pero ¿te parece claro o no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very good. Felix, I won't cook for you. I will be busy at the weekend. So I won't cook for you if I busy at the weekend.
I won't cook for you if I wouldn't be busy at the weekend.
Okay, which part of the sentence is the conditional, the condition, and which part is the result?
Okay, I won't cook for you. It's the result.
It's the result, and we have what kind of tense here? Won't
Simple.
cook? No, won't cook. I won't cook.
Okay. present.
No. El opósito es I will cook. The opposite is I will cook. But now I won't cook. No, no voy a cocinar. No voy a cocinar para ti. Sí, estoy ocupado en el fin de semana. Si no
Okay.
estoy ocupado, voy a cocinar para ti. Pero si estoy ocupado, presente simple. ¿Ah? No voy a cocinar, futuro. Aquí, I won't cook es un futuro. Entonces, aquí en la condición presente. ¿Recuerda? Vas a ver que con más ejercicio, te vas a ver. Ok, so, condicional número 1. Y el número 1 y el número 2 son los más utilizados, ¿verdad? Entonces, si tenemos condición al presente, tenemos el resultado al futuro. Si tenemos la condición al pasado, vamos a tener el resultado al condicional con would. ¿Ok? Presente en la condición, futuro en el resultado. Pasado en la condición, vamos a tener el condicional en el resultado. La única cosa que tiene que recordar para ese tipo de ejercicio, para decirlo así. Ok, vas a ver que poco a poco vamos a mejorar. Diego, won't he drink anything? He will be thirsty. If he anything, he will be thirsty.
If he doesn't drink anything,
Very good. If he does not drink anything, present simple. Because why? Because here we have a future. He will be, it's a future. So if we have a future in the result, the condition will be the present. So you are right. If he doesn't drink anything, he will be thirsty. He will be thirsty. Okay. Si él no toma nada, él va a tener sed. Okay. So, Carolina, if I don't have a driving license, I cannot drive you there. If I a driving license there, without, aquí, could, it's an exception. Carolina?
If I had a driving license,
Very good.
I could drive you there.
We can change could for would. I would drive you there. Okay. So here we have a conditional in the result. So we will have a simple past in the condition. Okay. So have. If I had a driving license, I could drive you there. Okay. Si yo tenía una licencia, yo podría llevarte allá. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to Fer. Fer, we will go to the beach. The weather will be sunny. We will go to the beach on condition that the weather sunny. So watch out here. I remember on condition that we can change it by if. It's almost going to have the same meaning. So pay attention and tell me fair. We will go to the beach on condition, sorry, that the weather
will be.
No. Look right here. What in the okay? Which one is the condition? Which one is the result? First of all, it's important to make that clear.
The result is go to the beach.
We'll go to the beach. Is it the result or the condition? Fair?
Let me see. I don't know, sorry.
You don't know? Okay. Mira, si yo te digo, vamos a ir a la playa en la condición que el tiempo es bueno. ¿Cuál es la condición? ¿Cuál es el resultado?
The weather.
Okay. ¿Cuál es el we'll go to the beach? ¿Qué va a estar? ¿El resultado o la condición?
The result.
The result. Okay. Si a la condición que o si el tiempo es bonito, el resultado es que vamos a ir a la playa. ¿Ok? Entonces el resultado está en el futuro. Will go. So, la condición tiene que estar en cuál tiempo, Fer.
Teacher.
Sorry? In the present, okay. Let me open you the little guide that I have on conditional. The first, remember that I was showing like an infographic about the condition. Can you see it? No, right? Okay, I have to. Okay, sorry, I have to stop sharing and share that one. So remember, zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional. So here we are between first conditional and second conditional. Okay, so we always have, if it's a possible or likely thing in the future, something that you expect to happen in the future or that is pretty possible, okay, you will use if en la condición if y presente and present simple, and the result future will more the infinitive. So remember it like this, present in the condition, future in the result. In the second conditional, we have past simple in the result and conditional in the past simple in the condition and conditional in the in the result. Okay, so try to see it like that. Here we are doing between the first conditional and the second conditional. How are you going to see if it's the first conditional, if it's something that is likely to happen, something that you expect to happen? You will use present and future. If it's something that never will happen, that there are very few possibilities that happened, so you will use the simple past and the conditional. Okay, so let's go back to the exercise, guys. With Felix. Felix, I feel so tired because I don't sleep well. So tired if I slept well.
Okay. I wouldn't feel so tired if I sleep well.
If I slept well, muy bien. So here you can see in the condition, you have to see condition is present or past, simple past. So here, if it's the when you have the if, is going to be the condition. So it's in the past. So we are going to have condition in the past, conditional in the result. So I would not feel so tired if I slept well. Perfect, Felix, very good. Okay, so very important. First of all, where is the condition? Where is the result? Then let's see if in the condition we have a present or a past, or let's see if in the result we have a future or a conditional, will or would. Okay, try it like that to make things easier. And Diego, I don't know how to do it. I cannot help you. I could help you provided I how to do it. Diego, we have two exceptions here. Exceptions, they are not really exceptions, but stuff that you don't hear that much.
I know how to do it.
No. Okay, what's the condition? What's the condition?
Provide the space how to do it.
So the other one will be the result. So here we don't have the condition, we have the result. So the result, what kind? Could, remember we can change it, would for could. So I would help you, provided I how to do it. And remember that we've seen we can change would for could. So here we have, let's change it for would. So would help. What kind of tense is it? Would help. It's a conditional. So if we have a conditional in the result, it means that we are going to have a simple past in the condition.
Yeah, I knew how to do it.
I knew how to do it. I could help you provided I knew how to do it. Okay? Si teníamos I know how to do it, aquí vamos a tener un futuro. I will help you provided I know how to do it. ¿Ok? Pero aquí no tenemos un futuro, tenemos un condicional. Entonces aquí no vamos a tener un presente, pero vamos a tener un pasado simple. ¿Ok? Carolina, try this meal. You will like it. If you this meal, you will like it.
If you try this meal, you will like it.
Very good, huh? Here in the result, we have a future, we like, so it means that we are going to have a present. Present, future, past, conditional. Present, future, past, conditional. Remember it like that, and it's all going to be so much easier that you will never make mistakes again. I'm talking here about the first and the second conditional. Then we are going to mix everything, so it's going to be harder. Okay, so it's important that you understand that everything is clear for you right now. Faire. Marion is much older than me. I won't marry her. If Marion much older, I would marry her.
If Marion wasn't much older, I'd marry her.
Very good, ¿eh? Aquí tenemos un condicional, entonces aquí pasado simple. If Marion was much older, I would marry her. Okay. Very good. Felix, I will give you this map. You won't get lost. I will give you this map in case you lost.
Okay. I'll give you this map in case you get lost.
Okay, again.
In case you get lost.
Very good. So present, right? Here we have a future. So here we are going to have a present. Remember, present, go with the future. Past, go with the conditional, would. Okay, so here we have will. So you know it's future. Directly, you know it's future. So yeah, directly present. Okay, so you get, in case you get lost. Very good. Okay. Any more question about the difference between conditional number 1 and conditional number 2? No, it's okay. So now we are going to see the difference between conditional number 2 and conditional number 3 that we are going to see today. It was the last condition. Okay. So here you have an example. If you helped me yesterday, pasado simple, we would have finished in time. Okay, so aquí tenemos un conditional perfect, para decirlo así. We would have finished. Okay, so hay algo que no está correcto. Si aquí tenemos un pasado simple, hemos visto que tenemos que tener un condicional nada más. Aquí no un condicional perfecto. Entonces, o hay que cambiar eso, o hay que cambiar eso. ¿Okay? Entonces, aquí como dice que, puede ver la línea help, no está correcto. Hay que meter had helped. ¿Okay? Entonces, aquí vamos a tener un pasado perfecto. A past perfect. So here we can have a conditional perfect. It's okay. Okay. So you have to see which one is wrong, and you have to correct it, to say it like that. Okay? So, I am sorry. I wouldn't have said it if I wasn't so angry. So, Diego, I would not have said it if I was not so angry.
I think that the wrong part is wasn't so hungry. You have to change it to the perfect, past perfect.
Okay, so what would it be?
If I hadn't been so hungry.
Okay, most of the time we can all change the first, change the conditional, or change the result. So if you decide to change right here, so you have to say to see here on the result, I would not have said it. Okay, so we have say it like that, the conditional perfect. Okay, so conditional perfect means that we will have not a simple past, but a perfect, a past perfect. So you are right. So if I had be, or if I had not been so angry. Okay, so you can change or one or another, but it must make sense. Okay, so I think that's what you told me, right? If I had not been so angry. Diego, I think it's what you told me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
So very good. So you can see that's like a little bit, it's more tricky now, okay? And this kind of exercise is not, I'm going to see if there is not another exercise. No. No, there is not another exercise, but you always have, I will share you all this exercise, and you can check it at home, okay? If we don't do all of them, all those that are left, you can do it at home, okay? So, Carolina, if I were you, I wouldn't have done it now.
Let me think.
Take your time, take your time. I know it's not easy.
I think that the issue is in the first one, but I don't know how to say that with a present perfect. If I had.
Oh, no te escucho más, Carolina. ¿Solamente soy yo o...?
I
sí,
think
ahora
that
sí.
it's
Okay.
if I had been you.
Okay, if I had been you, I wouldn't have done it now. Okay, it would be correct about the tense and another, But for the situation, I think the first one is correct. If I were you, I wouldn't do it now. Okay, so I think we're gonna keep, let's check it out to be sure. If I were you, I wouldn't do. Okay, so we are going to keep the first one. If I were you. ¿Por qué? Porque aquí vamos a utilizar, recuerda las 4 reglas de la condicional, vamos a guardar, a utilizar el condicional número 2, porque es hablamos de algo que no es posible o que hay muy poca posibilidad que va a pasar. Entonces aquí, si yo estaba usted, es algo que es imposible. No, yo no puedo ser usted, ¿verdad? Es algo imposible. Es para decir, si yo estaba a tu lugar, yo hiciera eso. Si yo podría decidir para ti, yo decidiera eso. ¿Ok? Entonces es como una expresión, pero es algo que realmente no es posible. Yo no puedo ser tú. Yo soy yo y tú es tú. Yo no puedo meterme en la piel de tú, ¿verdad? Entonces, es algo que es imposible. Entonces, condicional número 2. ¿Ok? Aquí tiene que pensar a cuál tiempo va con cuál, pero también tiene que pensar cuál, con la oración que tenemos, cuál queremos decir, qué queremos decir y cuál condicional vamos a utilizar. Entonces aquí, si yo estaba usted, yo no lo hice, yo no lo hiciera, yo no lo voy a hacer ahora, para decirlo así, yo no lo hiciera ahora, ¿ok? Si yo podía meterme en tu piel, yo no lo agarra, yo no lo hiciera ahora, ¿ok? Entonces estamos con el condicional número 2, pero ese es un ejercicio que es bastante complicado porque es doble veces más complicado porque tiene que ver cuál verbo va a ir con cuál verbo, pero tiene que entender bien cuál de los 4 condicional va a utilizar. Aquí solamente es el segundo o el tercero, ¿no? Pero cuál va a utilizar cuál. Entonces, eso es lo que tiene que hacer primero. Ver primero, ok, voy a utilizar el segundo o el tercero. Después, ok, cuando ya recuerda que el segundo es para hablar de algo, si yo gano la lotería, si yo me mete en tu piel, es algo que hay muy poca posibilidad que va a pasar o que no se puede pasar. Y el tercero, recuerda, es para cambiar un pasado a ver cuál resultado sería ahora. ¿Okay? Entonces tiene que ver cuál de los dos va a utilizar. Y cuando ya sabe cuál, si va a utilizar el segundo o el tercero, entonces ya sabe qué tiene que cambiar, qué tiempo va a utilizar. Ok, entonces 2 veces más duro ese ejercicio que un ejercicio normal. Entonces no se asusta, pero es lo que tengo. Pero después vamos a pasar un otro ejercicio aquí que viene con, así que va a ser más fácil, pero que viene con los 4 condicional, pero tiene que elegir, tiene 2 posibilidades, entonces va a estar más fácil. Vamos a hacer alguno más aquí para ver qué tal. Y si yo veo que realmente es complicado, lo pasamos, porque eso sí es complicado. Okay. Fer, un más para cada uno y después pasamos del ejercicio. Fer, I cannot join you, but I could have gone with you later if you didn't mind. Siempre raro porque empezamos con una oración que no es correcto también, eso no ayuda. If I can't, but I could have gone with you if you didn't mind. So,
I don't know if correct, but I think is I can join you, but I could have go with you later if you didn't mind.
Okay, so, but you didn't change anything.
Go.
Okay, so you don't know. You say it like that. Oh, you don't.
Is in the like, but I could have gone is but I could have go.
I could go. I could go with you later if you didn't mind.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. So, I could have gone. Lo vamos a cambiar por un segundo condicional. Entonces, I could go with you later if you didn't mind. Let me check. But I could have gone with you later. No, yo pienso que vamos a utilizar aquí el tercero condicional, porque aquí no hace sentido, no es una situación que es imposible o que casi es imposible de ir contigo más tarde. No hay nada que es imposible aquí, no es de ganar la lotería o que me viene a sacar un alien en otro planeta o algo así, ¿verdad? Entonces aquí yo pienso que vamos a estar hablando de si hemos hecho la cosa diferente en el pasado, tuvimos un resultado diferente ahora o en el futuro. Entonces yo pienso que vamos aquí a utilizar el tercero condicional. Entonces lo que no es bueno no es could have gone, lo que no es bueno es you didn't mind. Entonces, ¿cómo lo podría cambiar para que sería correcto? Con could have gone. Could have gone, to say it like that. It's conditional perfect. So we have to use here the past perfect. How you can change this on the simple past for a past perfect?
It's like I can't join you, but I could have gone with you later if you wouldn't mind.
No, porque aquí estamos en la condición y aquí estamos el resultado. ¿Okay? Entonces el resultado lo tenemos en el, como he dicho, en el condicional perfecto, para decirlo así. Entonces aquí tenemos que tener if you hadn't minded. Had not minded. If you had not minded. Had, to have al pasado, had, como es una negación, not, y aquí lo metemos past participle, so con ed, minded.
Sorry, so it could be if I had gone with you later, if you would have minded.
Okay, otra vez, if
I had gone
I had gone
with you later, if you wouldn't have minded it.
I could have gone with you if you had not minded. Es lo que me dice, sí, es lo que he dicho.
Okay.
¿Llegó? ¿Tiene una pregunta?
Me, Félix.
Repeat. Ok. Es que no puedo escribir aquí en un
I thought
PDF.
the conditional would be if you had not done mine. I think
No, if
why
you had not minded. Had not minded. But let me check primero, porque a veces como yo digo cosas y... no. No, que me equivoqué. Could go, entonces sería así, entonces sería un segundo, sería el segundo could go. But I could go with you later if you didn't mind. Es que yo no entiendo por qué va a utilizar un segundo aquí, que no es una excepción como una situación que no está posible. Pero sí, vamos a cambiar de ejercicio porque eso es complicado. Para mí yo estoy perdido, como que yo no entiendo por qué va a meter eso aquí. Porque el segundo condicional lo utilizamos con situación que no es posible. Aquí no, es como que no va a ir contigo hasta que si no lo molesto, para decirlo así. Entonces no veo que es imposible en esa oración, no entiendo. Y lo que yo quiso decir tiene un sentido diferente. Es como si hubiéramos hecho las cosas diferentes, sí eso, pero no importa. Okay, vamos a creer en esos ejercicios y hacer un ejercicio más fácil porque es muy complicado. Entonces, let's check this one. Ok, aquí vamos a tener todas las formas de los condicionales. Ok, entonces condicional 0, condicional 1, 2, 3. Ok, entonces tiene que entender bien de cuál tipo de situación estamos hablando y entonces utilizar o la primera opción o la segunda opción. Sí, ya está bien tarde. O vamos a hacer un break y yo pienso que vamos a quedar solamente con los condicional hoy porque ya estaba un poco largo el curso y veo difícil también. Entonces, ¿qué le parece? Que hacemos un break y después que hacemos una media hora más de curso para terminar con ese ejercicio. ¿Está bien para usted? ¿Para descansar un poquito?
Okay.
Ok. Voy, son las 24, vamos a decir a la 35, algo así más o menos. Empezamos que a la 35, que está atrás de su computadora para seguir el curso. ¿Ok?
Okay.
okay.
Ok. Okay, class, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, entonces vamos. I think you'll see that this kind of exercise, I think, is going to be easier for you guys, for me as well. Okay, so let's start it with Carolina. Number one, I don't have any breakfast if I to school, if I go to school or if I will go to school.
Okay, I think that it's the zero condition, and I don't have any breakfast if I will go to school.
It's the zero or it's the first one?
The first one, sorry.
The first one, I don't have any breakfast if I will go to school. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's check. But I think I don't have any breakfast if I go to school. I think here is the zero conditional. Okay. Si no va a tener desayuno, sí voy a la escuela. Si quiere desayunar, yo no voy a ir con retraso a la escuela, para decirlo así. Si, si voy a la escuela, no va a tener tiempo para sacar mi desayuno, es lo que quiere decir. Entonces, es como una verdad no general aquí, pero de mi hábito, de mi hábito general. Como si saco mi desayuno, te voy esta tarde a la escuela. Entonces, sí, pero vamos a ver primero. If I go to school, yeah. Okay, I don't have any breakfast if I go to school. So it's kind of a tricky one as well. Carolina, let's see the second one. Say hello to Lily if you her. It's easier.
Say hello to Lily if you will see her.
Say no.
Is the zero too?
Say hello to Lily if you see her. Es como dice hello a Lily si la vea. Si la vas a ver, como se escucha como más raro, pero igual es un poco tricky. Tal vez que yo no tiene mucho tiempo para elegir bien mis ejercicios, entonces discúlpame que yo tenía que tener un poco más de tiempo para buscar con mejor ejercicio. Es que yo saqué así como rápido ejercicio de un sitio que es bueno normalmente, pero yo no tenía suficiente tiempo para evaluar todos los ejercicios, a ver cuál lo voy a dar a ustedes. Entonces, ese sí, esos dos primeros, es que suena, yo entiendo que va a querer como, ok, ve presente, entonces futuro, como lo hemos dicho antes, pero sí, son cosas que se dice de una manera más simple, porque suena mejor, pero igual que el español, para decirlo así. Intentamos la tercera y si vemos que todos son malos, como voy a ir a buscar rápido un otro ejercicio. Carolina.
Okay, sorry,
Okay.
I confused the zero and the first.
It's my bad because I should have looked more for exercises.
Okay, we would have returned in time on condition that the sea hadn't been so stormy.
Right. We would have returned. So here we have a conditional perfect, and to say it like that, it's not a really good but it's more easy to say it like that. Conditional perfect. So here we have to have, we need what? Past perfect. Okay, so if the sea had not been so stormy. Igual aquí estamos hablando de algo del pasado, y que sería diferente la situación ahora si hemos decidido de una otra manera en el pasado, para decirlo así. Entonces, here we are talking about the conditional number 3. We would have returned in time on condition that the sea had not been so stormy. Okay, but at the end, there were like a big storm, so we didn't came back in time. Okay, so very good. Diego, number 4. Unless you enough, you won't win the race.
Unless you practice enough.
Very good. You won't win the race. Aquí we have a future. Okay, won't win. Negation sentence in the future. So here we should have a present. Unless you practice enough, you won't win the race. Okay, very good. Felix, what about the next one? If he orders coffee in a restaurant, he cappuccino. Watch out for
Okay,
this one. Felix, watch out.
it's the
Sorry? Felix, what do you think?
hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Well, Mike, it's if he orders coffee in a restaurant, he usually has cappuccino.
very good, because here we are talking about an habit. Okay, so we are going to it's as we saw at the beginning. We are going to use the conditional 0. Why? Because we are talking about habits. Okay, it's like a general truth, because it's the way that we do it generally, things. Okay, so it's an habit. Okay, so present and present, conditional 0. Very good. Okay. Fair. If we needed your help, we, you know.
If we needed your help, we would let you know.
Very good. If we needed your help, it's the past simple. So we are going to have a conditional simple, to say it like that. So we would let you know. Would, more infinitive. Okay. So so that's okay. Carolina, where will we stay if the hotel full?
Sorry, I was talking in mute. Where will we stay if the hotel is full?
Very good. Here, will we stay? Will, more infinitive. So we are going to have a present here. So is full. ¿Dónde vamos a quedar si el hotel está lleno? Igual que en español. Okay. Diego, suppose you in summer, would you apply for a job?
Okay.
Watch out, because here we don't have a if, but we have the verb suppose that function that almost the same. So
Suppose you graduate in summer. Will you apply for a job?
so which one? The
The
graduated.
second one.
The
Yeah.
second one. It's true. Why? Because here we have would more infinitive. So we need to have what? A past simple in the condition. Okay, in the condition. Watch out, because here we don't have a if, so it makes it a little more tricky to find, okay, which one is the condition and which one is the result. Okay, so that's kind of stuff that you can find on exercise. So watch out for that. Felix, if the flight had been canceled, how to Cairo?
Okay. If the flight had been canceled, how would we have got to Cairo?
Very good. So here we are talking about the third conditional. We are talking if the situation have been different in the past, what would be the result right now, or situation near from right now. It can be a little bit in the past or a little bit in the future. Muy bien. Would we have got? Here we have past perfect. Had been cancelled. And here we have say it like that. That's my own way to say it, but the conditional perfect. Would we have got? Okay, very good. Fair. I will take a box of matches in case we to make fire. Carolina, que terminamos y ya estoy contigo. ¿Okay?
You take a box of matches in case we will want.
No. Look here. We have I would take. I would take a box of matches. So we have a conditional. Okay, conditional present. You say it like that. Conditional present. We will have a what? A past simple on the in the condition. So wanted. I would take a box of matches in case we wanted to make fire. Is it clear? Cuidado, porque a veces encontramos el had como de esa manera, apóstrofe D, y también encontramos el would de la misma manera, apóstrofe D, cuando queremos hacerlo más rápido, más pequeño. Entonces, pero si sería un pasado perfecto, sería taken. I had taken. Como aquí viene un infinitivo, sabemos que el apóstrofe D es para un condicional y no un pasado perfecto. ¿Está claro, Fer?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Carolina, pregunta.
Yes, and the previous sentence, why it isn't gotten?
Okay. Gotten, okay, gotten, it's correct, but got, it's more usual. I think it's something between the, a little bit like a kind of fight between the British and the American, but the both are accepted, gotten or got, both are accepted.
Okay, thank you very
When
much.
you use the got is the simple past, okay? Got or gotten when we are talking about the past participle. The both are accepted. It depends. I think it's like the gotten is more used by the British and got more used by the American people. I think it's more or less the difference, but both are accepted by the English Academy. Okay, so but it's a good question. Huh? So maybe we try to make some more exercises, or what do you think? Are you are going to do some more at home? We have 8 minutes left, so I can find some other exercise. What do you think? Would be nice, no? Because maybe it's not that clear for everybody. Huh? So let me find some more. If you have some more time, let's spend. Okay. Number 3, let's see which one is it. This one we have done it already. Number 2. Number 2 is okay. No, the number 2 is the hard one. That's a really hard. And the number 1. Let's check it out. Done it already. Let me check if I have some other in stock. English exercise, conditional. I don't have any more in stock, so I think we'll leave it that way because otherwise I have to download and go find something. It will take time. I don't want to for you guys to finish. Oh yeah, what we can do is a third conditional exercise. So maybe that will be appropriate. Let's check that out. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. Let's hope it's not going to be too difficult, but The good thing about that exercise that we already know it's the third condition around me, okay? So you have to rewrite the sentences to keep the same meaning, okay? So watch out for the, how to say that? For the to be positive or negative, it must match the meaning from the first sentence. So as an example, my car was out of order. I did not drive her there. Okay. If my car had not been out of order, I would have driven her there. Okay. So it must match the first sentence when we're talking about the meaning. Okay. So let's try it. Okay. Carolina, she did not give me her phone number. I could not call her. Okay. If she me her phone number, I could have called her.
If she hadn't gave me.
If she, again, if she
hadn't gave me her number.
No, porque si hace una negación, aquí no va a estar positivo. No hace sentido. Tiene que meterlo en la forma positiva.
If she had gave me her number.
If she had gave me, con un A, gave me, the past participle is not correct.
Given, sorry.
Okay. If she had given me her phone number, I could have, I could have called her. Okay, now that's correct. Okay, very good. Diego, he was at work. He could not go with us. So if he had not at work, he with us.
If he hadn't been at work, if he hadn't, he isn't at work, he wouldn't.
Lo va a hacer positivo. Si él no ha ido al trabajo, él podría como ha ido con nosotros, para decirlo así. Entonces aquí tiene que estar positivo, porque aquí lo tenemos negativo. Tiene que tener, tenemos que tener siempre el mismo sentido que la primera oración. Él estaba en el trabajo. Él no podía venir con nosotros. Si él no ha sido al trabajo, él podía, habría podido venir con nosotros, algo así. Entonces aquí va a estar positivo. So again, Diego.
If he hadn't been at work, he would have gone with us.
He would have gone with us, or he could have gone with us. It's okay. Both of them are okay. And remember that we can change the would for could. It's still correct. Okay. Very good. Felix, my dad did not buy any sugar. My mom did not make any cake. If my dad some sugar, my mom would have made some cake.
Okay. If my dad had buy it,
no, cuidado, es una excepción.
sorry. If my dad had bought some
ok, ahora sí.
sugar, my mom would have make some cake. Sorry for that.
Dad, no, it's okay. If my dad had bought some sugar, my mom would have made some cake. Okay, very good. I traveled fair. I traveled around the world because I had won the lottery. Okay, I wouldn't have traveled around the world if I the lottery.
I wouldn't have traveled around the world if I would have won the lottery.
If I what? Again.
If I would have won the lottery.
If I would, no, the would, we have it here. So we cannot have another would in here. Remember? In the example here, in the first example, here we have would in the result. Would have driven, as I said, the conditional perfecto. Entonces aquí no vamos a tener un would, vamos a tener un pasado perfecto. Okay, entonces cuidado, no puede tener un would de cualquier manera. Si tiene un would, siempre va a estar en el resultado, no en la condición. Ok, entonces cuidado que aquí la condición viene aquí, entonces no puede tener un would aquí. Igual ya tenemos un would en el resultado. ¿Hace sentido lo que digo o no? Fair.
Yes.
Okay, so try again.
If I would have traveled around the world.
If I take the example here. Here we have the if. We know it's the condition. Remember the condition. We can always change it from one side to another. So take a look at the condition here. We are going to have the same tense. Okay, so had been. So here.
I don't know. It's weird because I think it's the same. I had one, but
It's the same. It's the same tense. That's right. But look about the meaning. I travel around the world because I had won the lottery. I wouldn't have traveled around the world. So here, look. Here it's positive and positive. So here, if we put it negative, here is going to be negative. To keep the same meaning. If you put it positive, it won't make sense. So you're right, it's the same tense, but you have to put it in a negative form.
so is I hadn't won.
I had not, hadn't, had not
won the lottery.
Very good. Okay, so watch out with the third conditional because usually we are going to change from positive to negative or from negative to positive to say if si la cosa había pasado diferente. Entonces, si tenemos algo positivo y que hablamos de que si hubiera diferente, sería negativo, ¿verdad? Entonces, entonces el resultado también sería diferente. Entonces, si vamos a tener un resultado algo positivo, pero que la condición es diferente, el resultado va a estar negativo, ¿ok? O al menos va a cambiar, ¿verdad? Entonces, cuidado, es lo que es bastante tramposo, ¿verdad? Ese tipo de ejercicio es de guardar, de poder guardar como el mismo sentido, ¿ok? So, cuidado con eso. Vamos a hacer un otro turno rápido y después yo lo dejo tranquilo. So, we did not have enough money. Negative. We could not afford to eat in restaurant. Negative. Now, if we enough money, positive, we could have afforded to eat in restaurants, positive. Okay, so you have to think that way. If we always think we are going to use the third conditional to say if the condition in the past would have been different. So if it was positive, if it had been negative, the effect, the result, if it was positive, it would be negative, or the opposite. Okay, so it will always change from negative to positive. So pay attention to that. I was with who? With Carolina. Carolina.
If we had half enough money, we could have afforded to eat in restaurants.
Very good. If we had have, watch out, because the verb is have, and the auxiliary is had. So if we had enough money, we could have afforded to eat in restaurant. So we will have the first, the auxiliary to have in the past had, okay, and then the past participle of to have as is had to, okay. If we had enough money, we could have afforded to eat in restaurant. So here we have positive and positive, okay. Watch out for the past participle. It's something that you at university that you need to have like that, okay. So I saw some mistakes from the past participle. Remember the list with the irregulars. You need to know it like the back of your hand, okay. So it's very important. Diego, you were not prepared. You could not pass the exam. Negative, negative. So now, if you had been prepared, positive. Diego, you
could have passed the exam.
You could have passed con el D, the exam. Very good. Okay, positive, positive. Okay. Felix, I came back home late because I had worked long hours. I would not have come back home late if I long hours.
Okay. I would not have come back home late if I had not worked long hours.
Muy bien. Fer, I was so young, I had no experience. If I so young, I would have had some experience.
If I
Take your time. Yeah? Remember to keep the meaning from the sentence above.
okay, I think I know what I have to do, but I don't know how, like, the word.
Okay, so which tense are you going to use here, and are you going to make a positive sentence or a negative sentence? Here we have the verb to be. So in which tense are you going to put it here? To be?
It's like if I wasn't so young.
No, wasn't a simple past. You're not going to put it in a simple past. Look at the example. Here. You are going to use the past perfect. You can look at any of the example before. Okay.
If I
I'm lost. ¿Dónde estamos? Okay. If I so young, I would have had some experience.
if I oh my god, I don't know.
If I had past perfect, we always start with the auxiliary to have in the past. If I had, and then the verb to be in the past participle.
Yeah, I don't know. That's because I'm lost.
The past participle of to be. That's very important to know. Been, B-E-E-N.
Okay.
Okay.
So
But we are going to put it in the positive way or in the negative way?
in the positive.
Negative. Look here. We have positive. We have negative. Here we have negative. Wouldn't.
So if I hadn't been so young.
If I had not been. Okay, déjame ver porque estoy. If I had not been so young, I would have had some experience. So we change from negative to positive. So here we have to change positive to negative. If I had not been so young, I would have had some experience. Okay? Does it make sense?
I repeat the sentence.
Okay. If I had not been so young, I would have had some experience. Okay.
Okay.
Igual,
Thank
lo voy a pasar todo ese ejercicio, entonces tiene la respuesta aquí. Entonces, ¿a dónde está? Ajá. If I had not been so young, I would have. So all the time when I give you exercise, you can correct yourself with the answer key on the second page. Okay. So I will send you guys all the exercises so that you can practice a little bit at home. I know it's not the exercise that we saw. I think is the exercise mixed exercise number 2. You don't have to do it. That's a crazy exercise. It's very tough. But for the others, make sure that everything is kind of understood. If you have any more question about that, we can spend some more time next week. Okay, it's no problem at all. Okay, I have already sent you the theory for the past perfect. So take a look at it. Okay, so next week when we are going to see that matter, it's already more or less clear for you guys. Okay, so we will because next week we kind of we need to hurry. Okay, because today I was supposed to teach 2 matters and we only see 1. So but it's not your fault. We'll go at your speed. But if you can catch up, it would be nice. So we will see about the past perfect next week, and some more subject that I don't know for the moment. So it's always a surprise. So I don't know if you have any question. Otherwise, you're free to go, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.